Dad Runs Ads, episode 3. So I really wanted to be committed to this and do one YouTube video just once a month. And when I get my haircut is when I do the video. So I got my haircut today. Thanks, Tiff. Looking pretty good. And today I have an idea. I do not want to talk about ads. And I don't want to talk about business because that's something that not everybody can relate to. I wanted to talk about today something that hopefully a lot of people can relate to, and that is giving back. And over the past few years, whether we're family, good friends, acquaintances, or, maybe we're just connected on social media, you may know that I do a lot with Make A Wish. And I saw today, thanks to my Facebook memories, that 5 years ago is when I really got involved with Make A Wish. So I want to talk about that today, if that's okay. Of course it's okay, because it's my channel and I make the rules. So let's go back to the story. So 5 years ago, a little bit more than 5 years ago, my wife and I, we went through something as a family when, unfortunately, my wife had a miscarriage, and we were just so depressed. We had no idea that something like this was going to happen to us, and we were blindsided, and we were really excited to be parents. And it happened right before Christmas, and it was terrible. And we were both struggling with it because there was nothing that we could do to make it better. We thought we were doing everything right. We were, Sydney was watching what she was eating, and, we were praying, and, I'm like, hey, don't lift this, I'll do it. We were so cautious, and it still happened. And that's something that we'll never know why. Unfortunately, things like that happen. And I needed something to do to feel better. And I met with somebody who worked at Make A Wish, and they said, we're looking for people from the community to be wish heroes. So I thought that was a really good opportunity for me to do something to give back, to help others, and to just really help me feel better. And it worked. The first year that we did Wish Heroes, and I say we because my wife Sydney and I, we were such a great team, and we still are. For that first time doing Wish Heroes, and we thought it was a good idea to partner with a lot of small businesses, and we crushed it. We raised over $25,000 for Make A Wish, and that was amazing. And it felt really good to give back. So after that happened, the good people here at Make A Wish Western New York, they said, hey, Tony, would you be interested in joining our gala committee and helping us plan our gala? I'm like, yeah, that sounds fun. Little did I know how much work went into planning a gala. Been on the gala committee ever since, and it's been great. It's a lot of work. So I dedicate a lot of my time as a volunteer I go to meetings, probably 6 meetings a year during dinner, and we talk about what we're going to do for the gala. It's a huge fundraiser for Make A Wish. It's the biggest of the year, and it helps raise a lot of money, which helps grant a lot of wishes. At these meetings, we brainstorm. So we have a whole committee, and we have a board. It's about 25 people, and we all kind of talk about our ideas of different fundraising, and who we would like to ask to come to the gala, who would we like to ask to become a sponsor, who can get what auction item. And it's a huge team effort, and I'm proud to be a small part of that team. It makes me feel good. A lot of the reasons why is because before, when I first got involved with this, I didn't have any kids, but I remember years ago, the way that I was introduced to Make A Wish was by ESPN. Always been a big sports fan, and they had the My Wish series where they would tell the story of kids that would meet their sports heroes. And I remember I was probably a teenager at the time, or early 20s, one or the other, and I would watch these and I would be crying because I would just feel so terrible, for the child that they were sick. and I don't mean like, you have a cold or the man colds that I get. I mean serious stuff. So if you don't know how Make-A-Wish works, it's for kids that are battling life-threatening illnesses. And, if you qualify, they'll grant a wish for you. It's amazing. So I'm watching these YouTube videos, and, it's kids meeting Peyton Manning and Drew Brees and Russell Wilson, and they're meeting their heroes. And I'm like, it's amazing that there's an organization out there that makes this happen for kids and makes them smile and makes them feel better. And now over the past 5 years, I really got to learn a lot about the organization and understand the true power of a wish and how it helps kids, during treatment. It's something that to take their mind off things, and it gives them something to look forward to. And I believe in it so much. So that's why, I dedicate a lot of my time to go to meetings. And, you may have gotten an email from me, a text message from me saying, hey, I'm answering phones at the Radiothon. You should call in and donate. I've been doing that for years too. That's a lot of fun. And then for the gala, I've been asking people to come to the gala and to sponsor the gala and to donate auction items for the past 5 years. And it's been truly a rewarding experience. And now I've been on the Buffalo Advisory Board. This is my second year where, I get to know a little bit more about the organization and, see how I can help. I think part of it is awareness, right? All of us are so busy in our day-to-day lives, with our job, with our family, and with our friends that, we're not always thinking about, charities and how we can help others. So, hopefully my kids never need a wish, but it's amazing to me that Make-A-Wish is here if they ever needed a wish. So that's kind of my story and why I choose to give back. And the reason that I want to talk about it today is because the gala is Saturday. Very excited. The gala is so amazing. My wife Sydney is gonna look amazing. She usually steals the show when she walks in the room. Out of 700 people, she's gonna be the most beautiful person there, and I get to sit next to her during dinner. And we'll probably bid on some stuff. Over the past couple of years, now that we're parents, we always bid on stuff for the kids, not stuff for ourselves. But that's what makes us happy is, getting stuff for our kids and spending time with our kids. And shout out to my in-laws real quick. I don't know if you're going to watch this, but they're babysitting on Saturday, and, we couldn't attend this event without their support watching our kids. So Make-A-Wish, if you want to learn more about how you can get involved with Make-A-Wish, maybe you want to join the gala committee, maybe you want to help with fundraising, or maybe you would just maybe you want to bid on an auction item, let me know. Comment on this post, send me a message. You can email me, tony@bpmbuffalo.com, and I appreciate your help. Hopefully a lot of people watch this video. Millions. Thanks.